Have you ever been stuck in traffic while brainstorming for a game jam? Yeah, that's me. Before I tell you how I survived this mess, let me show you how it all started. So, just when I wrapped up a micro jam, BAM! Macro jam announced out of nowhere, and of course I couldn't ignore it. Hey. The theme? Reflections. Nice. Except, I was on the road. Literally on the road, stuck in traffic. No laptop, no assets, just my thoughts. So what did I do? I turned the traffic into a brainstorm session, and that's when I got the wildest idea. What if you play as the mirror? You're a mirror in a public restroom. NPCs walk in to check their reflection. But you, the mirror, can choose to do nothing, show their true self, or devour them. Sounds wild, right? Here's a question though. If you were the mirror, what kind of people would you want to mess with? Like, office workers? Moms? Teenagers who take too many selfies? Comment below. I want to know. Alright, so last time I asked what kind of NPCs should a cursed mirror mess with. Well, I read your comments, and here's who I went with. A tired office worker, a gloomy guy, a grandma, a teenage boy, a teenage girl, and an old grandpa, each with their own story, their own secrets. I spent almost the whole day drawing each NPC from 3 different angles: back, when they walk up to the mirror; front, their reflection; side, when their soul gets devoured. Yep, that last one was my favorite. I also designed the mirror. I imagined something old, cursed, probably haunted, like the kind you'd find in a vampire's castle, swirling carvings, a skull on top. Totally inappropriate for a public restroom. Zero practicality, 100% spooky vibes. But hey, it's the only character the player becomes, so it had to be memorable. Assets, done. Next up, prototyping. But first... Okay, no more distractions, for real this time. So here's the gameplay flow I had in mind. First, an NPC walks up to the mirror to, well, look at themselves. I mean, of course, it's a mirror. Once they're in position, their reflection shows up like a proper haunted bathroom vibe. Then they start talking to themselves, just rambling in front of the mirror, like we all do. You know, after they're done yapping, that's when the player steps in. You get 3 choices: do nothing, devour, show true self. Sounds simple, right? Well, each one leads to a very different kind of experience. So, what happens when you click them? Let's just say, not everyone walks away the same. So, last time I left you hanging with 3 mysterious buttons. Let's see what happens when you actually click them. First up, do nothing. As you might guess, nothing happens. They stare at themselves, talk some more, then leave, peacefully, boringly, like a regular bathroom moment. Then we have show true self. This one's kinda fun. The mirror reveals the NPC's real form. You either see their inner light or inner demon, like dating, but faster. And finally, my favorite, devour. Because here, I get to do something I can't in real life: steal souls through a mirror. The mirror devours the NPC's soul, leaving behind an empty shell wandering aimlessly. Spooky, poetic, kinda sad, but also very satisfying. 1 mirror, 3 choices. You decide their fate. Oh, and hey, if you notice something weird about the NPC angles, yeah, I didn't use side views in the end. Originally, I planned to draw them from front, back, and side, but then I realized why bother with a side view when I could just reflect the front and make it creepier. Last day of the jam. Mechanics, working smoothly. NPC walks up, mirror fades in, player chooses an action, perfect. But then, that thing. Dialogue system. You know how in games you just click through dialogue like it's nothing? Yeah, it turns out making that is a descent into madness. It's not just one dialogue box. It's a dialogue inside a dialogue. Inside another dialogue, with conditions, inside a trigger, nested in an event, inside a black hole of my sanity. GPT helped, but even then, I was fighting for my life out there. At one point, I literally said, maybe I should just make an endless runner next time. No dialogue, no drama, but honestly, dialogue system devs, I respect you. I kneel before your logic trees and conditioned spaghetti. You are the real heroes. After fighting the dialogue system from hell, I finally got it working, but there was one thing missing, the ending. I had a few twisted ideas floating in my head. A mysterious, terrifying figure emerges from the mirror. Or maybe a bunch of shadowy hands drag the NPC into the void. But honestly, I'm stuck. So here's where you come in. Which ending sounds better to you? Or maybe, do you have a more cursed idea in mind? Drop your ideas below. Can't wait to see what nightmares you come up with. Last time I asked you to help me pick the game's ending, and oh boy, you all delivered. So after reading every twisted, cursed, and oddly poetic idea, here's what I added into the game's endings. First, the most voted, a terrifying figure slowly emerges from the mirror. If the mirror senses a certain darkness in the NPC, it may attract something else from the other side. Second, the mirror cracks and shatters into pieces. Some choices push the mirror to its limit, and eventually, it breaks. And third, absolutely nothing happens. No jump scare, no twist, just silence. Of course, I won't tell you exactly how to trigger each one, but if you're curious, try experimenting, or share theories in the comments. Just remember, don't stare at the mirror too long. Everything's done. Core mechanics, dialogue system, multiple endings. You think I'm done, right? Well, there's one thing I completely forgot. Audio. Yep, the game still sounded like a silent PowerPoint presentation, and with just a few hours left, I had two choices: add proper sound effects, one by one, or drop in a creepy BGM and call it a night. I chose survival. With that, I hit build, uploaded it to itch.io, and basically died on my bed. No regrets. Good job here. It's a very original and interesting concept. Very nice game. I wish there is some twist or something I didn't see it coming. I want to be isekai'd too. Nice. Reading these made my day, like people actually played and liked it. And then, I found out the result. I got 12th place. Yep, last time I joined a jam, I ranked 40. So yeah, this, huge win for me. Thanks for watching all parts of this jam devlog. Try the game if you haven't, and if you have, thank you for being part of this journey. See you in the next jam, or the next mirror.